Hello. Hi. Hi guys, how's it going? Uh Nice to join me. Thank you for joining me in my shaggin' wagon, in my pimpmobile. Actually, I can't say that. Look at the child seats in the background. That's just wrong. Oh, and yeah, this is what you get when you're a parent. Melted, squished Haribo on your seat and everywhere. I'll clean that up one of these days. Yeah, so I'm chilling here. I'm at my kids, one of my stepkids' football practice at the glorious Arran Centre car park. This is what I get to do with my free time when I'd rather be casting for you guys. So first of all, apologies for the last cast that you guys actually got. The sound levels were shocking, and that's my fault because I didn't do the checks that I should have done. And I think it was probably Clink Hammer had a little go with the knob on the microphone, and that'll basically teach me for not doing all of the checks that you're supposed to do beforehand. And it pissed me off to no end because that was a 2-hour cast and it was a great game. And if it was any other cast, normally when something like that happens, I would be like, you know what, I'm just going to redo it. But I couldn't redo it because I just didn't have it in me. It was 2 hours long, and also just finding the time to get one of those in, it's just nigh on impossible anyway. And I didn't just want to trash it because I thought it was a great game, so I put it up anyway, and hopefully it wasn't too unbearable. But yeah, I did another cast actually that week for a different game, and I was going to put it out. And just as I was about to put it out, it was lagging like crazy. I like the sound was okay. I'd adjusted the levels, everything, but the sim speed was down on the game as it always is now. It's just been getting worse and worse, my rig. Um, and yeah, just on the recording, the frame rate was terrible, and I hadn't changed any of the other settings or anything like that. And I just, you know what? I've had it. I've had it with that rig. It's long overdue. You guys have put up with it for long enough. So I'm going to be absolutely crazy and I'm going to shell out for a new rig. It's fine. I'm going to put it on a credit card because that's, you're not really spending money when it's on a credit card, is it? It's free. Isn't that how it works? I think that's how it works. Um, I'm just not going to tell the wife that I'm going to do it either. Maybe if when it arrives, I don't know how I'm going to get it in the house, and she's going to notice something a bit different at some point. Maybe I could like draw, like if I take pictures of the old rig and print out some paper and I stick it on the sides, maybe she won't realize. It probably mess with the airflow slightly though. Yeah, I need to think about that one. But anyway, I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to try and squeeze any more casts in before then because it's just the piece of crap that I've been running on for so long now is just not working. Oh, this is weird. Someone's parking right next to me. They're gonna see me talking to myself. How you doing? There's a million other spaces, love. You could have parked. You could have parked right here. So anyway, I'm gonna do that, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be interesting. If you guys have any advice of what to do, that would be great. Any because I know nothing about computers. I've kind of got my eye on one that I'm doing. I know it's not gonna it's not gonna be cheap. Hey, 74 people already. Hey, how's it doing? And this hasn't put you off already? Usually you come for the voice, not the face. So yeah, I don't know what which one I'm definitely going for yet. I'm afraid the aficionados out there, the IT gurus, I know there's going to be many of you who are going to be horrified. You're going to be shutting bits of your body in tight spaces and pinching yourself and sticking forks in your legs and stuff. But I'm not going to build it myself because I've done one of those once before, and it I just had no end of problems with it for years. Literally, well, it wasn't years, it was about 2 years, and then I junked it. I say junked it, I gave it to a mate. It was terrible, but yeah, it was awful. It was a horrible build, so I swore to myself I'd never do that again. At least with a pre-built system, I know they cost the earth comparatively, but at least I can shout at somebody else to make it work when it stops working. So that's my thing. If you guys have any advice, though, when it comes to what you think it would be the best for equipment wise for Sopcom. I have some other things, issues. I need to be good for editing as well. That's my kind of side gig as well. Me and the wife have a newborn photography business and stuff we're setting up at the moment, and I'm the kind of the editor. So I need to be able to run all the editing software, so it's going to have a decent chunk of memory in there, obviously. But processors, obviously, Sopcom FA doesn't use multi-core, so it doesn't really matter on that front. It's going to be, I want it to be a cross spectrum machine to be able to do lots of different stuff. But the you know, we were talking about kind of general overall speeds, what you think I should go for processor wise, and just any information that you guys think's good. I mean, cases as well, if you have any input on cases. My old case is pretty noisy, it's always bugged me, but at the same time, some of the other things, I'm concerned about airflow on some of the quieter cases. Just looking for any input you guys have, basically. But don't worry if you haven't, otherwise this is just an update. The particular place I was thinking of getting it from says it takes about 6 days, so I might be out of the loop until then. If you're wondering why there's been nothing coming out, it's because I'm getting a new rig together, and when I come back, it should be shiny. Woohoo! It's exciting. I haven't been reading any of these messages. Can I scroll back up through them? Fractal design cases are great. Usually you can pay a little fee for having your rig built, whatever. Yeah. Well, it's Gyle the fish. Interesting. Face is not sexy as hell, but thank you. That's gonna, yeah, that's some crazy delusion. Maybe make a Patreon GoFundMe page. That's very kind. I don't think people are going to want to be any more generous than they're already being on the Patreon front. I think I'm already doing pretty well at the subscriber rate versus donations. You guys are pretty awesome. A young Sean Connery, are you kidding me? Dude, that guy was hench and good looking and had a cool accent, none of which applies to me. That's more like it. That face, the scariest thing I've ever seen. Awesome. Current rig, are you running Windows 7? Sopcom's compatibility Windows 10, which no, I'm on Windows 10 at the moment. Have been for a long old time. It's nothing to do with that. It is literally, my rig was 2000 and I suppose 2011, something like that. It's had one or two issues in the past. I've had to replace various components. I think it took a power surge at some point when I was in my old house, which and it's never quite been the same since. And I swear to God, there's some kind of blown transistor or something in there somewhere. I don't know, but it's really bad actually, because I'm trying to. I feel like a guy who's conned his way into a neurology lecture with a whole load of, you know, professors from around the world, and actually I'm the guy that, you know, wipes the toilets clean with my face. So yeah, anyway, that is it. That is basically where we're at. So if you're wondering what's going on, I'll put this up on Facebook if it lets me as well. I think it's how it works. Otherwise I was thinking of just going live on Facebook, but I've never done one of these before on there. But it's just a little update, as I say. And yeah, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we will be up and running with, you know, great frame rate and everything, all of the shiny bells and whistles and mod cons, and I can start bringing you the content that you deserve, because it's been pissing me off for a long damn time. And, you know, it's only money, right? And if you have any good ways of like helping me, you know, ideas about breaking it to the wife, just let me know. So, cool. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care, and I'll see you soon. That's where the camera is, right? Right in there. Turn up.